Hello, good day, good afternoon everybody. Hi there and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today, after a long while, we're gonna take out the F28 again. We haven't flown that one in quite a while. So it's definitely time to take the plane out for a spin again. Why can I not adjust the speed of my drone here? That's strange. Should be able to. Give me a second here to adjust everything, get everything set. I haven't streamed Flight Sim for quite a while, so we can expect the occasional hiccup today. But right now everything is looking very good. Our drone camera has a nice and cinematic speed. Look at that. We're already in the cockpit, calcing around with Ruby, our friendly kitty cat next to us. Today we're taking the F28 off Brathand's safe, however that is pronounced, which I think was really the first ever F28 that was used commercially. It's a F28 1000, and I think in this livery, this airline was really the first one to operate this plane. Norwegian airline, so that's fitting for today's flight. And with that, I guess we can already start to board, close up the plane and get everything ready. Zoom out a little bit. And welcome to the cockpit. Good, at the moment we are on ground power, but we want to start the APU as soon as possible, so let's get the main switch on, wait for about 10 seconds for the APU door to open. Should really conduct an fire test. Where is that fire test? Is that here? Oh man, haven't flown the plane in quite a while. And normally I don't do the fire tests, to be honest. You know what? Let's just start it up. Good. I guess we can take 3 tons on each side. That's gonna be more than enough for today. 65 passengers sounds reasonable. Full house today. That we can already close the passenger door. This looks like it's running.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross check.
Let's have some air conditioning in the cabin already. And with that we can turn the ground power off and remove the ground power unit. Let's get the radio master on. Apart from that, I think we can already get the windshield heating too low. And no smoking lights to on. At least for the moment on the ground. All cigarettes, all smoking equipment stays off for the moment. Good, apart from that, the nav lights are already on, that's good. And let's have a short look here on the map on what we are gonna do today. So more or less, I just laid out something. You know, we're doing airport hopping, starting here on the west coast of Norway, and then going eastbound towards Sweden, and doing some touch and goes along the way. Let's have that overlaid here. I think you can already check the ATIS 119325. Let's enter that here. Oh man, that's very slow. 3, 2. There it is.
1400 Zulu. Wind 126 at 1 tree. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 6. 2.10. QNH tree 0.39er. Visual runway 15 in use. Landing and departing runway 15. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have India.
Good. India's spotted.
Airport information, Juliet 140.
Let's hear the wind again.
Wind 126 at 1 tree. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, clear.
Good, this was 126, not 136. At 13. With that, let's set the altimeters. That's 3039. Luckily, we got both of those scales there. 3039. And let's check that we won't have airport elevation 31. That's definitely in the right ballpark. Let's also set that here, and do we have a standby one too? Good. Altitude we can set to what's our first leg? How long is that? We're gonna stay low level today, more or less. I guess 12,000 is... That might even be too much for the first leg. Let's just stay at 5,000. We can visually follow the water here. Come over Trondheim, I think that is. And then up to here. 1096, we can also enter the 2 VORs here. I wrote that down. 111.4 and 1096. So that's up here. Let's turn that on. Let's make sure that is on. 111.4 and 1096. Hey Smokes Gaming, how you doing? It's not the BAE, it's the F28 today. The other classical airliner by Just Flight. And it's just as fun to fly as the BAE. I really love the old steam gauges, the you know, the hands-on flying. No computerization, we don't even have a GPS on board. So really love that. Where were we? We entered the VR frequencies. No, but I don't understand what yesterday also didn't work was this HSI here. It does display the correct mileage, 1.2 miles to the VR, right? That's this here. So that's receiving, but it's not receiving here, it's not showing anything here. What's the course in that other button? How do you know what to put in? Navigraph. Okay, let me show you here. So we got the Navigraph window, of course, the map. And with that, you can click basically on any airfield, right? That's opening that menu here, and you can open the charts. So we've got different kinds of charts here. Arrival, approach, instruments. Don't really need a reference, at least not for what we are doing today. And you basically always start off with a taxi chart. You can overlay that on the world map or have that as your own chart, and then you can have an overview of where you are and where you have to go, and also all the information you need, basically runway length, runway heading, and all the frequencies. We just tuned into the ATIS, listened to the ATIS, and also what we can see on the map once we get rid of that is the VOR station, the frequency 111.4. That's a nav station. So do you know what VOR navigation is, or is that a new concept to you? But that's basically what I entered here. I entered the navigation frequency here, and that should, you know, activate your navigation instrument here. The horizontal situation indicated, the HSI. It shows the mileage to the station, so the distance to the station, but the VOR navigation doesn't work, and I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. I'm pretty sure there is one, like, very small switch where you can switch something from one nav source to the other. Yeah, exactly. There's no button to switch, and like also you shouldn't need a button. You can have the source of the navs. See, I can set it to nav 1, so basically both of those, pilot and co-pilot side, right? They're getting their info now from nav 1, so 111.4, and both showing 1 miles to the station. So yeah, that's correct. That's what we're expecting to see. And if we set it to nav 2, nothing shows up, right? Because that's the second station that's too far away to be received. That's okay. And also we can set approach. I think we have to have an ILS frequency and the same ILS frequency on both sides, right? So let's have that at nav 1 for the moment. So that's good. But why is that not showing a deflection? Also, like this should point to the VOR station too, and it doesn't. So I wanted to have 107 for the course. Yeah, the sounds in the 146 are awesome, but so are the sounds in the F28, really. We also have these old, the tubular, the turbojets, that are way louder than the modern turbofans. And they get a very distinct sound, especially on startup, on takeoff. That's gonna sound awesome in just a second. Given that we're getting the navigation to work. Yeah, all of that doesn't have to do anything with navigation. I mean, we can get the ADFs on. We're gonna use them later. But for now, that shouldn't do anything. Marker tests. Okay, that's great. But still. Yeah, Ruby the cat is chilling. He's cute and all, but he's not of any use here. He's not gonna help us with our navigation problems. He's just here for the treats. Also, we should be able to hear like the identifier of the station. I don't know. You know what? Let's have a quick look at the checklist here for anything we forgot. Should it battery switch? Of course, on the APU is on, Gen 3 is on, so pre-flight overhead. So we got all that going, electrical power, yada yada. That's all working fine. The emergency light switch is armed here. All the guards are closed. Airfoil, anti-end. Yes, yes, yes. Nav sets on and set. Yes. I mean, look. When you turn the volume down, you heard that the little click here. So I think that's off and that's on. Off. And the Deem is working either way, but let's see. What does that mean? There's also nothing wrong with the config as far as I can see. And that's also working, but that's not receiving. I got no idea what's going on here. That's not this. It's whatever that is. That doesn't change anything here either. Good, we can test the alerts there, that's cool. That is really frustrating. Okay, so the DME does test. Okay. ILS doesn't work either, so... But screw it then, we're just gonna leave it. The oxygen... Oxygen is on. We're gonna stay low today though, so don't really need it. But yeah, just to be sure. So let's have a little bit of light on. Where's our overhead lighting? Like so. Let's just have everything on a little bit. Good. With that, let's 4 seconds pressurize our utility system 1. That's where the brakes are. So our brakes are indeed pressurized. Let's set the parking brake. With that we can turn off the chocks. And let's get ready to start the engine. So anti-collision light come on. The fuel pumps, except for the center tanks, come on, because the center tank is empty. Can also get rid of the gust lock now. And with that, everything looks ready for the startup. So starter master comes on. Let's come outside here and come here over to the engine to really hear the startup sound. And there it comes. Turn off the music here for a second. And that sounds like it's ready to have the fuel introduced 20%, so let's bring that in. That sounds like a good light off. What airport am I at? Somewhere in western Norway. Orland. So we're just going from the west coast of Norway to the east coast of Sweden. With some touch and goes in between. Good, so that was a good engine start, so number 1. I'm looking here for the high pressure turbine. I think 15 to 20% is when we can start bringing in the fuel. There we go. Starter light is blinking here. The sound in this plane is something else, really. Just flight. I love their planes. Also can't wait for the 757. Really looking forward to that. We're now just waiting for the generator. Starter light is out. And the fuel lever is going to what? Open? Yes. Good. So we got 2 good starts. Starter master off. APU air can come off. Both packs now on. Generators are running, so generator 3 APU generator can come off. I was stopping the APU by overspeed testing. So overspeed and APU is shutting off. And we're just gonna wait till we hit about 10% and then we can shut off the APU main switch. Close the APU door. Until then, let's have a look here. Everything's set to auto or on. The valves can come to the auto position. Windshield heat can stay at low. Pitot and vane heating also coming on now. APU master off. All the lights here are off. That's looking good. Oh, also, probably want you in your seats and strapped in, since we're about to start taxiing. I really want to know what I'm doing wrong here. Also, let's have a short look on our map if we don't have a NDB station like this here, 385. Maybe we can receive that. So here, 385. Let's try entering that here. And that is really old school. Here you can select a band, from basically 190 to 400. So 385 is in that band. So we'll come to 38.5. Okay, but we don't seem to be receiving that here. But that's 0.38, right? And then 5. Ah, but that's probably too far away, right? That's about 40 miles away, so... But why this is not working, I have no idea. Anyway. Want to go on a course of... We already said that, right? 107 is our course to the next airfield. Also, we're gonna take off on runway 15. So we're gonna backtrack the runway towards 33, towards the end of the runway, and then take off in this direction. Flaps coming to 6. More than enough. We got almost 3 kilometers of runway. Safety trim 5 units nose up. Oh hey Mevgin, yeah, today is a plane day. But it's an old plane. Almost the same as the old steam locomotive. Just listen to that sound, man. That is some old school stuff. Good. Also, let's have head tracking on. Good, all of that is removed. Come on, taxi light coming on. Let's also extend the landing lights. Let's have a short look on our taxi map here, taxi chart. We're just gonna come onto the runway. Wait, that's not the runway. That's a taxiway. That's the runway. But Navigraph is calling this a runway. So what's going on here? I would call that a runway. Good, we can close that for the moment. Wind is looking good. It's gonna be slightly from the left after takeoff, but that's fine. Is that marked as a runway? That's confusing here. You saw that, right? The arrows and 1.5. I know, we're gonna use the big one. Slow down a little bit, come on.
Come through, please take your seats with you.
Good.
Cabin is secure.
Thank you very much. That is all on. Let's arm the spoilers. Okay, short briefing. We're gonna take off after takeoff at least 500 feet. AGL, we're gonna turn left. Intercepted 107 radial, if we can, of the VOR towards our next airfield, climbing to 5,000. So, yeah, we're gonna keep it scenic tonight. And also short hop, so no real need to come up to great heights. Good. With that, take off.
Power set.
Come on. Go. It's checked.
Rotate.
And gear up. Good, Good, we got 500 feet, so
So,
flaps up.
set climb power.
Climb power set. Bring our heading back over. Like so. You know what? Autopilot comes on. Heading mode, please. That's a bit loud. Good. Altitude warning. Approaching 5,000. That's okay. That's gonna turn that down a little bit in my headphones. I hope that's not too loud for you. Let's also bring the music back. Good. Height mode. So we need to come off the throttle a bit. Says to not overspeed. We have to manually hold the speed. No auto throttle in this plane. That is a cool little plane. So we're still speeding up here. Didn't even set the speed box for takeoff. Who cares? Good. Gonna leave all the lights on. Where are we at? Oh, okay. Come over here. Enough to, and that's also not receiving. It's receiving the DME, it's receiving the distance. But for some reason the VOR navigation is not working. I got no idea what I'm doing wrong. But let's open the airport here. And we're still speeding up, so coming off the throttle even more. Good, we pretty much got an east-west runway to expect now. And wind from 260 at 7 knots, so we're gonna take runway 27. Let's see, so it should be in there, right, with the indent here of the water. We can just probably follow the coast here, have the airport on our left, and then do a visual approach here. That sounds reasonable. So let's set our altitude here. Let's set that to, I don't know, 2000. Since we're above water, above the sea. That should be fine. Now coming to indicated airspeed mode. Off the throttle. And that will enter us into a descent. Also come a bit more to the right. We want to enter into here and follow the coastline. Like so, maybe 160. Also, let's have that at 266, just as a reminder for the runway heading that we're about to expect. Two, 6, 6. Awesome. So the airport should be around here. That's the warning horn. Because of our low power setting. Oh, with that I think autopilot coming off. Let's come to idle here for a second. There's the airport. And we're gonna directly enter the downwind portion. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Mafkin. Am I a hero? Definitely not a hero you need, but a hero you deserve. Okay, you take care now. Have a great day. Let's come over here a bit more.
2500.
Also, let's see our beautiful speed break here. Love to see that. Gotta monitor our speed though, it's really powerful. So we're approaching 200 knots. You can set the first notch of flaps. Also second notch of flaps. That's 11 degrees. We're now going downwind. I'm just gonna do 1 or 2 circuits here in, where are we even? In Trondheim. Hello, Trondheim. Let's descend further to about 1,000 feet. We're also pretty much at sea level with this airport. 64 feet elevation. Also, gear can come down now. It's always taking a while since we're at a very low power setting, so low hydraulic pressure. Look how slow that's coming out. Bring in a bit of gas. Let's not get too slow. Want to clear that mountain, of course. Thank you very much. There's 1,000 coming up, so bring in more flaps. It's not coming too fast either, but that's looking good. About 150. Gonna have a very Very short final. We're gonna come around here before the mountain. Flaps full now. Starting the descent. And we're coming around. That doesn't look like satellite imagery. What's going on there? Also, where's the airport?
500.
There it is. Slightly too high, no problem.
Light slow.
Yeah. Still a bit too high, but not to worry. Runway's long enough, we're only doing a touch and go.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
That's a dunk. Speed brake in. Flaps 28, 20 something. Go around.
Power set. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up.
Yeah. Very well. Let's try that again. Flaps coming up to 11. And let's just keep them there. We're continuing our climb. Let's already come over towards downwind.
Flaps up.
No, not flaps up. Gonna stay below 180. That should be fine then. There's also 1,000 feet. Let's maybe stay at 1,200. That's okay. Yeah, you're complaining. Of course you are. Silence you. Let's bring the gear down already. Entering the downwind leg.
Terrain.
Flaps 11.
Flaps 18. Good. Pretty much to the right of the river. Let's also keep an eye on the church as a landmark. But it wasn't too bad of an approach. Good, we're already descending, that's okay with me. Flaps 28, 24. Let's keep descending.
Terrain ahead.
Start our base turn. Flaps full.
500.
Good, there's the field. Again, a bit too high. It's okay if you're doing visual circuits.
Minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Go around, Paul.
Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up.
Yep. Awesome. That was Trondheim.
Flaps 11.
Flaps 11.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Set climb power.
Time power set. So, where to next?
Terrain ahead.
Shut it. 98 miles, 093. Let's bring the heading over. But this time let's come up to about 10,000. Let's say 11. Why not? 11k. Heading indicated airspeed. Like so. Good, we are climbing beautifully. Let's turn off head tracking there for a second. Nav 2. So again, DME is working, but Nav is not working. You know what? I'm gonna consult the manual there for a second. Mic will be off. I'm gonna leave you with the plane. Just gonna read into the manual, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Fortunately, I couldn't really find out anything. I don't know why my VR navigation is not working. Let's see. DJ 312, we can enter that here. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Also, you know what? Sure. Let's start coming down here. You shot it. 11465. Let's try that. Oh, that's working. So was that only a DME station, the other one? Look, that's working perfectly. 50 miles, okay. Let's have it like that. Let's slow down to below 2,500. Didn't I already tell you to shut it? Good, I want you to fly inbound to here. Let's have some charts here, taxi charts. Oh, hey there, Clouds. How are you doing? Oh, thanks, Clouds. I appreciate that. You have a nice day. See you next time. That's the wrong airport. Good. What's the weather over there? 20 degrees, 2 knots. That's pretty much exactly 6.3. No, we want to go down to 5,000. Still 40 miles out. That's at 1,200 feet, so yeah, 5,000 is more than enough. And there we are, approaching 5,000 feet. Currently heading back up. We are now tracking inbound, tracking the radial. A little bit more power. Where we're at 33 miles. Let's check that. Also, even higher here, higher QNH. 42, 42. And we're gonna set that to 110 degrees. So we can just switch over to nav2 once we are doing the circuits. Fuel is looking awesome. Let's see. There we are, coming inbound. We're gonna have to cross that body of water, and right where the land starts again. That's where we're gonna expect the airport. Check on Ruby. Hey there, kitty cat. Yeah, he's chilling. He's operating the flaps. Nothing to do now but wait for the approach. Everything else looking fine. All the lights are on. We're just gonna keep them on. And that might be the airfield. Somewhere in this area. We're heading straight for it, and it's after the big water area. The big, yeah. Should be right there. Can have a little bit more power on. We're slowing down. But now with the water in front of us, we could easily come down to, let's say, 3,000. Again, holding the airspeed, pulling back the throttle, and that will introduce us into a descent as the airplane tries to maintain the speed by pitching down. Will you do that, please? Will you show what I just told the viewers? Yes, you will. Slight descent starting here. Slow down more. Come to heading here for a second. Yeah. That looks like an airfield. And again, we're just gonna have a left-hand traffic. No, wait, we're going straight in this time. You know what? Bring the heading over a little bit, like so, and like so. Right, so we want to approach roughly at the 110 on the 110 radial, or rather the 290 radial, 110 inbound. That's the yellow that should be intersecting. Let's come down all the way to 0 with the altitude. We look to be a bit high still. Which one is the runway? That's the runway, right, and taxiway to the left of it. Good, you know what? Head tracking back on. Like so, like so. Autopilot off. Let's have a little bit of air brake on. More air brake, gear down. We're very close already, very high. Let's go flaps 28. Coming off the air brake.
Speed.
Yeah.
Speed.
Flaps full. Speed is good though.
Speed.
Speed is not great anymore.
Speed. Speed.
Gotta come in steeper. Come on. There we go, first red light, second red light. It's shallow out, 3 degrees.
Speed.
Oh yeah, sorry.
50, 40, 30, 20,
Bit early for the flare. Get the nose down. Come on. Back on the center line. Let's go.
Power set.
Nose up, come on.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up. Look at our shadow. That looks cool. You know what, let's come over to nav 2 to not have the needle distract us.
Flaps 11. Flaps up.
Let's keep flaps at 6. Let's come down up to 1300 feet. About so. Not 1300, 2300. That's about 1100 above field elevation. Shot it. That's annoying. Where we're at? Flap 6. Let's go flaps 11. Gear down already. It's gonna take a while. We're downwind. Flaps 18. Where we at? About to cross the threshold, so we're gonna come over now, start a descent. Flaps 24. Let's see, 24 or 28. Can't read that. Come on, start the descent. That water shouldn't be all frozen, right? Good, coming over. Flaps full. A boink. Flaps going to 18.
80 knots. Power set.
Yeah.
Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up.
Get up.
Flaps 11.
Let's go to 11, but keep it there.
Flaps up.
Nope. We're gonna level out. Level out here on our crosswind leg. 2200. 1000 above. Let's come over to downwind.
Banking, banking.
That's okay. Two, 3. That's even better of an altitude. Good, one more touch and go and we're off. Get down, flaps 18. Let's bring her over. Start the descent. Coming back on the gas, allowing the plane to slow down. Five green, let's go flaps 28, 24. There's base. Let's shallow out the descent, it's looking good, looking reasonable. And we're coming over, looking like we're a bit low, so let's level off for a second. Bring in some more gas. I'm waiting for flaps full till we're on final. There we go, 4 reds. White coming in, flaps full. Let's keep the altitude for just a second. There's one white. There's the second white. Let's drop. Let's drop more.
Minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Beautiful.
80 knots.
How's that?
Rotate. Power set.
Okay, up. Let's bring the heading over.
Flaps 11. Flaps up.
Flaps up. A little,
Set climb power.
little bit more. Good, we're on heading. I need head tracking off for a second. Where are we just now? Let me see. And Z. So we want to go 089, 87 degrees. Let's come back to 11K. And let's say 087. Like so, so let's bring the heading over to an intercept. Let's arm the beam. I like so. So it's now intercepting this leg, 89 miles, 87 degrees. Yeah. Good, what do we got here? 2,000 meters. We need a short runway for the ending. Oh, it's also 2,000 meters. Okay. Well, well. What are you doing? Ornskolsvik. It's also 2,000 meters. There it is now, beautifully intercepting. Where we at? 1,000 to go. That's good. But landing lights can come off, as do the taxi lights. We're leveling off, so let's bring our power back. Like so. That's looking cool. Okay, with that, I'm gonna take a short break. A few minutes, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna leave you with the plane here. See you in a second. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's have that a little louder. The plane and the music. I'm still louder than that. Good, so where we're at? 54.5 miles out from Echo Sierra November Zulu. So we are 30 miles to go. That's pretty much perfect. So I guess we can come a bit down here on the throttle. Tell that to shut up. Start to bring the heading back up. And we're just waiting for 250 knots. And then we're going over to indicated airspeed. That is 250 knots. Let's go over to IAS. Let's have all the lights on. We're about to pass 10,000. And let's start preparing here for our approach. Hello? Can we not open that airport? Echo Sierra November Kilo. .36 feet elevation. Do we have an ATIS? An info. Okay, let's check the weather here. 1032. Variable 2 knots. Okay, so we can... Well, I guess we can pretty much follow the river here, right? Keeping the river on our right side. And that should bring us to the airfield here. Good, so you know what, let's already come over to heading. Let's have no active frequency in here. And let's just turn that towards 165. So we know our landing heading. Can have a localizer approach runway 17. Why not? Let's extend that out a little bit. Like so, maybe. And let's set... what do we want? 3,300. Oh, wait, 2,900 on the inbound. So 2,900. We want 1093. Let's have that on the other side too. But no DME yet. Why? Yeah, okay. Whatever that was. We gotta descend more, so let's come off the gas a little bit more. Smokes Gaming, you're firing up your 146. Alright, have fun. I'm gonna have to take that one out for a spin pretty soon too. I love that bird. But do we need 1097 for the DME then? Like so, we got 18 miles. Good, let's come over here towards the intercept heading. Like so, let's arm the beam.
2500.
And then we're staying there till 9 miles out.
2500.
Good, beam is armed. Our beam is captured. There it is, look. Good, so waiting for 9 miles. Also we're leveling out, but we're staying at a low power setting for just a second longer. Gonna allow the plane to slow down. And that's our decent point here, 9.1. There's the runway, look. Coming in beautifully. 4 miles to go. Like, more like, yeah, 4 miles to go. 4.5 miles. Let's come back to idle for a second. Last engine firing. It's always a task to fire up the 146. 4 engines. The 4 little APUs. At 2.5 miles to go. Passing 200, so first stage of flaps. Flaps 11. Let's get the gear down already. And that's 9.5. Getting ready to drop here. Starting the descent. The next check altitude at 4 miles is going to be 1150. Let's stay at 140. And that's 1150 at 4 miles. We can close that. Also head tracking. Oh no, let's not level off and lose all of our speed. Gotta trim the plane. Also drifting a bit to the right here. 2.5 miles to go to the check altitude. 1,000 feet to go. That's about right.
Flux 42.
We're gonna hold off flaps 42 for just a second longer. So 1 mile to go to the check altitude and about 400 above, so yeah, let's come in a bit, just a tiny bit steeper. Flaps full now. Also, we're gonna arm our lift numbers here. It's gonna be a full stop landing this time. Or is it? No, it isn't. It isn't our final airport yet. Let's not arm that. And that was 4 miles. 1, 2. We're about 50 above, but Puppy's looking good. We're right on center line. Being a bit more power now. Let's not overdo it with the cinematics. We're already a bit higher again. We're gonna do another visual circuit after that. Back on the glide. I will continue, of course. And lower on power.
Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up.
Gear up. And flaps 11. We're gonna keep it there. Come over.
Hope so.
We're gonna leave the flaps. Gonna come to 1200 feet. Level out here. Sure, sure. Let's get back down to 1200. And let's not come over 200 knots.
1,000.
Get down. That's hard to see. I can't really see the runway, I only see the lights along the taxiway. Bit slower.
Flaps 11.
Going flaps 18. Coming over flaps 25. Really gotta learn my flap notches. I always say 24, 28, 25. What's right? What's correct? I don't know. That's the runway inside. Flaps full.
500.
And coming over. We're high. We're way too high. As usual. Good. Dropping in.
100. Minimums. Minimums.
Good. Let's continue to aim for the landing zone.
30. 20. 10.
Where is it? There it is.
80 knots.
Go around power.
Power set.
Aircraft on the runway. Or car? What are you doing on the runway? Gear up. Good, let's keep it like that for a second.
Flaps 11.
What do we need? 1131. Come on. Let's go to 5,000. That's annoying. I want to intercept that, please. I want to pitch down. Pitch down and get some flaps up. like so, like so.
Set climb power.
And come over to beam. And we're accelerating. Good, all the lights are on, that's good. And let's speed up to 250 and come directly towards our final airport today. And what? Head tracking off for a second. Soon. Let me see, weather is 182 knots, so 0.6. Do we want to do an ILS? Why the hell not? Let's come over to heading. No. Should have changed that before. Let's go northwest. So we got definitely enough time to set everything up. Where do we want to be? 3,000 feet. And then we want 1087, 153, 1087, 1087, and 153. I knew that. Right. Good, so ILS is definitely there. Let's come toward an intercept. I'd say I've never done an ILS approach in this with autopilot. It's gonna be exciting. Let's see what happens. And also less power, Is that? I think that's the airfield, probably. Good, now coming over towards a 30-degree intercept. It's arm beam. You're feeling good, Ruby? I hope so. I'm confident. Hide mode has just engaged. What'd you say? What'd you just say to me? But that captured beautifully. Bring the heading over to runway heading. Can we arm the glide? We can. So that needs to go down to 0 now, right? Good. Flaps. Let's go to flaps 11 gradually. Like so. I wait for the glide. Glide should come in. Is it 8.6 miles? There's 5 more miles to go. But let's stay at 180. Just for now. Let's still monitor everything here. 3 miles to go. Let's go flaps 18. Let's reduce the speed further, 1 mile to go. Glide slopes coming in. Let's get the gear down. Beautiful. Glide has been captured. Going 140, so let's go to flaps 25. Arm the spoilers. Speed? Yeah, we're good.
Speed.
Yeah. Flaps full. Yeah,
Speed.
you're doing great.
Speed.
Like so. Yeah, now we're speeding up too much. Auto marker. Glide slope. Yeah, please catch that. It's your responsibility. I'm not flying. You're flying. I'm just here on the gas handles, on the throttles. Yes, you're doing great, little fucker. On. Getting a bit more throttle. Now getting ready to take over. Getting a bit low. Gonna take over now. Yeah, we continue. Speed brake.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Come on. And we're down. Now coming on the brake with the end of the runway coming up. Beautiful. We did very good. Woo! Okay, flaps up. We have to push that. Yep. Could also gotta have to pull up the map, the taxi chart in a second. How's the fuel doing? Yeah, still more than enough fuel on board. Taxi chart. Okay, we're just gonna vacate to the left and see if we can't find a nice parking stand here. That is not too complicated. Come on. Ugh, a bit too fast. See if we can't go to the right of the Airbus here. Stand by, yes. Just gonna follow the car here. Yeah, come on over. Yeah, that's looking like a nice parking spot for us. Why is there no light here? Good, parking brakes on. And with that,
Coming through, doors to manual and self-check.
engines coming off, APUs are on, so chocks can come on. Passenger door open. Good, head tracking off. If we can have that off, we can have that off. Can really have that off too. And you can get out now. Great. Ruby, you did great. Great job today. I'm very happy with you. Good. Bye-bye, everybody. Hope you're having a great time here in Sweden. But get out. Good, perfect. Let's come here to the outside. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Of course. Off, off, off. Like so. Logo light can stay on. Nav light can stay on. Since the airplane is powered, APU is running. But apart from that... Whoa. Look at us there. We're happy. Look how happy we are. Another great, another successful flight. Me and Ruby. And you guys. Beautiful. So with that, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, for chatting. It's always nice to have people out there to interact with. I hope you had fun. I know I had. Was a great day, was a great flight today. So if you enjoyed the content, give me a follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, give the video a like if you're watching the VOD, all that good stuff. You're capable viewers, you know what to do. And apart from that, thank you all for watching. I wish you a pleasant night, pleasant rest of the week, and I hope to see you next time. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye, take care.